folks. Fix that. Welcome to Galactic Daily News, the afternoon edition. We were going to have a morning edition, but things didn't go as planned. Let me tell you about that. So, I woke up a little late, not terribly late. On the days I have dialysis, I like to get up around 8 o'clock in the morning. But last night, I just wasn't tired at all. And I didn't end up going to bed till about 3:30. Stayed up most of the night watching old westerns. Jimmy Stewart westerns, mostly. Broken Arrow, Winchester 73. And was there something else? I think that was it. So when the alarm went off, I hit the snooze button a couple of times. I didn't end up getting up until around 9. But still would have been enough time to get ready for the before the bus showed up. I even recorded a little something for you guys for this morning. But then, I made the coffee, fed and watered the dog, let him out for a little bit. And I even put the coffee in the Bubba mug for the 4 hours I would be at the clinic. And then there was enough left over for me to make a second cup for myself for this morning before the bus shows up. And as I'm doing that, I knock over the Bubba mug full of coffee all over the counter. It was awesome. So the time I would have had to upload the morning's update was taken up cleaning up the mess that I created in the kitchen. And I still have to, and as I'm doing that, as I'm cleaning that up, that's when the bus shows up, right? So I will have to go back to the kitchen and double check and make sure I got all of it up. So, because the last thing we want is ants. And they have a tendency to come into the house. Everything comes into the house, Ants, squirrels, snakes. The foundations of the house is crumbling. The place was built, the first part of it was built in the 30s. And then they added some on, I think in the 50s, I want to say. But yeah, it's crumbling, so every critter imaginable comes in here at all times. It's currently apparently millipede season. I'll see little baby millipedes crawling around the floor. I tend to leave them alone unless they're approaching something that I don't want them in. My clothes. And then it's squishy time. Dialysis went well today. No issues there. Apparently my, not my phosphorus, potassium. My potassium is up, but I know why that is. That's because I bought 2 big bags of Utz potato chips last week, and chowed down on them. Potatoes are high in potassium, so I need to avoid those if at all possible. According to the nutritionist, there is a way to fix potatoes so that they don't have so much potassium. What you do is you cut them or peel them or whatever you're going to do with them, and then just sit them in a pot of water overnight, and that leaches all the potassium out of them. So I can still have potatoes if I prepare them that way. It does kind of leave out potato chips unless I'm willing to fry my own potato chips. Same thing with French fries. I would have to fry my own French fries. Not something I really want to do. So, but I can still have mashed
It's
potatoes,
15:30.
home fries, that type of thing if I do myself. Which, I haven't tried it yet, but I will here eventually. Got visited by a doctor today. Doctor I was unfamiliar with, but apparently doctors come in and out of there all the time. I told him I wanted to get the PD catheter taken out, so he's done a referral. So they're going to do that eventually, hopefully soon. In a few weeks, the neck catheter will also come out when the fistula has ripened the way it should. This is a weird little thing, man, I'll tell you. So what they do is they go in and they find a vein and an artery and they sew them together so that the traffic runs both ways through them. And I can feel it, and a lot of times throbbing. Not painful, just the boom, 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 boom of the blood going through. At night when I'm trying to sleep, a lot of times I used to at least, sleep with my hand under the pillow like this. And yeah, it's throbbing like a heavy metal drummer. And I can hear it through the pillow, which is weird. So I try not to do that now because it's just too weird. Anyway. But yeah, in about 3 weeks this will be ripe, and then they'll start doing the dialysis by putting needles in that area instead of the catheter that they've got here, and then they can take the catheter out. And then, once everything heals, once they've taken out the PD catheter and the hemo catheter and those incisions and whatnot heal up, then I can take a shower and not have to worry about getting infections. Because there won't be any permanent holes here. They will, every couple of days, just stick needles in. Which is fine as long as they're the ones doing it. Because I can't stick needles into myself. What else? Let's see here. I don't think so. I don't think there's anything else going on. So I'm going to let you go for now and get myself something to eat, bring the dog in, all that good stuff. So, y'all be cool, and hopefully I'll catch you tonight.